Morning dear students. Today I will tell you about transpiration process. So first of all we will see what is transpiration. So transpiration basically is a process of loss of water in the form of vapors from the aerial part of the living plant. Okay, so out of 100% water which is being taken by the roots from the soil, 95% of the water is released in the atmosphere as water vapor. Only 5% of the water is being used for the metabolic reactions. Now come to demonstration of transpiration. It is just a simple experiment. So in this experiment what you have to do, so first of all you have to take potted plant and then you have to cover the soil as well as the pot with the polythene sheet or aluminum foil so that no water can escape except through the plant. Now you have to cover it with a bell jar and you have to seal it with the Vaseline. After some time you will observe that some water droplets can be seen on the inner side of the bell jar. So through this we can conclude that transpiration occurs from the plant. So this is very simple experiment which is being conducted to show transpiration. Now come to kinds of transpiration. First is cuticular transpiration. Through the cuticle of the herbaceous plants water is lost. This is cuticular transpiration. Come to next is lenticular transpiration. Lenticels which are present on bark of a stem, through the lenticels the loss of water will take place. This is called lenticular transpiration. Next one is stomatal transpiration. Transpiration occurring through the stomata. Epidermis of leaves, green stem, they have numerous pores, that is stomata. These are responsible for 80 to 90% of the total transpiration. Stomata is also known as, transpiration is also known as foliar transpiration because stomata are mainly present on the leaves. Now see, cuticular and lenticular transpiration together contribute only 3 to 10%. Rest all 80 to 90% is being done by stomatal transpiration. See here kinds of transpiration. So first root hair will absorb water from soil, then it will come to cortex, pericycle, but before pericycle it will enter into dermis, then from pericycle it will come to the xylem channel. This is the soil level. Then ascent of sap will take place. Here you see in the bark lenticular transpiration, bark transportation, and then it will come cuticular transpiration. Here in the leaf stomatal transpiration. So these all the different kinds of transpiration. So now see next one, an experiment to demonstrate the transpiration and measure rate of transpiration. You have to take a small potted plant. It is weighed and taken. Polythene bag is tied around the plant. See here, this polythene bag is tied around the plant, covering soil and plant also. After a certain period of time, whole setup is weighed again. Difference in weight is due to the loss by transpiration. The water is being lost. This can be modified to measure the rate of transpiration. So here only just we have to count the difference in the weight of the plant before and after the transpiration. So that determines the transpiration and the rate also can be determined. Second is to show the loss of water by volume as well as by weight. A glass, for this a glass bottle with connected graduated side tube is filled with completely with water. Here you can see graduated side tube, here the glass bottle, and water is all over filled here, and water fitted with airtight splint rubber cork in which a potted plant is fixed. Here potted plant is there, this is the rubber cork. Apparatus weighed initially and after a certain time lapse. The weight loss of the apparatus gives weight of water lost, while the calibrations on the side can be read directly to demonstrate volume of water lost. Here you can see in the graduated side tube the water lost will be calculated, or it is simply graduated, you can find the difference. Okay, Now come to the structure of stomata. They are elliptical shape surrounded by guard cells. Their guard cells are kidney shaped. The wall of the guard cell surrounded the pore is thick and elastic, but rest are thin. Each has a cytoplasmic lining and a central vacuole containing the cell sap. Cytoplasm consists nucleus and number of chloroplasts. Here you can see epidermal cells. This is stomatal aperture, guard cells. Here you can see the chloroplast, the nucleus. The nucleus is present here. Okay, this is the typical structure of the stomata, that is on the lower surface of the leaf. Now coming on to the transverse section. Here you see thickened inner wall of guard cell. Here this one is chloroplast, here is stoma, and here it is guard cells. Okay. See, here it is stomata closed and here it is stomata open.